It's a match reckoned to be about the biggest in Motherwell's history, and a tremendous atmosphere inside the Westfalenstadion in Dortmund, which is packed to its UEFA capacity of 56,200, and about 1,000 Motherwell supporters here to give some vocal support as Möller breaks from midfield. He's brought down instantly by Jamie Dolan. These opening stages for Motherwell absolutely crucial, but they must give nothing away in this opening spell. Chapuisat attempting the return pass. Reuter's pace recognised by McKinnon. Sharp play by Arnott, and this is Lambert. Shannon to Coyne. Here's Arnott again. Just two of them up. Supported now by Davis. Here's Tommy Coyne with a chance. It's a great effort by Coyne. Sama forward towards Chapuisat. Confident play from defence by Motherwell. That's great play by Lambert. He has Arnott with him. Coyne over on the left. Billy Davis is there too. That's for Davis, then Coyne. The chance is on this time, and it's scrambled clear as Lambert came in. Another superb attack from Motherwell on the counter-attack. And the German defence clearly in difficulties here. There was Tommy Coyne playing it across. It looked as though Lambert was sure to score, but the cover was good. Zorc. Lambert making a challenge and winning possession well for Motherwell. Playing it through a gap, looking for Arnott. Cesar's control lets him down. Here's Tommy Coyne. The great effort by Coyne, and brilliantly saved by Stefan Klose. Well, the most relieved player in the field will be Julio Cesar, whose error gave Arnott the chance to set up Tommy Coyne. That was on target all right. Bringing out a marvellous save from goalkeeper Klose. That's Schmidt. Dolan's clearance, just Arnott up front with Cree. He's very strong indeed in that position. That's a good pass. Now Shannon. The run was made by Arnott. He wants the ball now. The back heeler finds Lambert. Reinhardt. Good running from the back by Cree. Good defending though, Lambert and Philippin. Davis trying to find Coyne. He's managed to do so. Well, he did force the striker to turn back. That's Philippin. Strong, determined play by Philippin. Retaining possession jealously there, setting up Lambert. Space here now for McKinnon. He's run at Reuter. Davis goes outside him. Oh, great play by McKinnon. A wonderful move again from Motherwell. Well, what an impact they're making in these proceedings. Adjusting to European football with fervour and with real commitment. Arnott got a touch. Mistake by Cesar. Here's Tommy Coyne. And he's missed. A golden opportunity there for Tommy Coyne. That'll weigh heavily on him, I reckon. He couldn't have a better chance here. A dreadful error by Cesar. Coyne was on the ball in a flash, set himself for the shot, and it's agonisingly wide of the post. Finding this very tough indeed to watch from the sidelines, having been involved in so many big European nights himself as a player for Aberdeen in Scotland. McKinnon pumping that in, looking for Tommy Coyne. The header was by McCart, it wasn't far away. He wasn't spotted, stealing into the penalty area there. Poulsen. It's a good ball in, the chance on this time. And once again it breaks off Philippin. The effort by Chapuisat, an acrobatic one which didn't quite come off properly. Here's Poulsen again, he's made a difference to Borussia, no doubt about that. And there's Möller. That's the opener. It's been threatened for some time. 12 minutes into the second half. Andreas Möller, the most dangerous player in evidence tonight for Borussia, takes this pass from Fleming Poulsen on the run, fine control to the crossbars of Phillippen and volleys it beyond Stephen Woods. And the flags are now waving all around the Westfalenstadion. The tie would be transformed, of course, by a Motherwell equaliser. Lambert fighting it in. That's Brian Martin. He couldn't quite get his head to that. Coyne lost it back in. There's Kirk trying to steer the ball into the far post. Quite deliberate that from Kirk. Decided not to go for power, but to go for accuracy. Headed clearance by Sammer came into his path, and it was a very good effort about a couple of feet wide. The tackle came from Poulsen, and the recovery was made by McGrillen. He's in trouble. Paul McGrillen, a tackle on Sammer, which results in a red card for Paul McGrillen. Paul McGrillen's been ordered off. It certainly was a crunching tackle on Matthias Sammer, diving in with his boot up, and when you see him catch Sammer just below the knee, he really does have no complaint. A reckless act of folly that by McGrillen. The Motherwell defence grouping well again, but the clearance is finding Borussia players frequently. But the final whistle goes. The referee only adds on about a minute and a half in injury time, and that suits Motherwell, who've come here and performed splendidly over the piece. They might well have got into the lead in the first half when they passed up, by my reckoning, 5 good chances. But in the second half, it was backs against the wall, and Borussia only have the Andreas Möller goal in 57 minutes to show for their efforts. The one bad point, apart from that, from Motherwell, was the ordering off of Paul McGrillen. But they've carried the Scottish flag proudly into Europe, and the second leg in a fortnight's time is one not to be missed. The final score, Borussia Dortmund 1, Motherwell 0.
Alex, still bedlam here in the Westfalenstadion. What's your reaction to the performance?
Well, if somebody had said to me before the game we'd just take 1-0, it gives you a chance in the second leg, then I would have said it, yes. But into the dressing room there after the game, I can't believe we've lost the game. We played so well, and I felt, you know, that the missed chances might have cost us dearly, and that's the way it proved. But I felt that we should have beat Dortmund here tonight.
Were you thinking about getting an away goal? Was that a big priority for you tonight?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't the ultimate priority, but it was uppermost in our minds. And away goal, you know how valuable they are. But we knew that we would get chances if we kept our composure and passed the ball about. And then the players were absolutely brilliant. I can't praise them highly enough. You know, for the goalie right out to the substitutes. Paul McGrillen's maybe a wee bit over enthusiastic right in time up there, but you know, I think it was just a measure of how determined the lads were.
They played 9 internationals on the side starting the second half. Do you think this says something positive about Scottish football?
Well, absolutely. You know, I said before the game, I don't feel that we're carrying a torch for Scottish football as such, but there's a lot of good players in Scotland, and if we can just get into our heads that we must pass the ball, then Scotland could do well at any level, and Scottish teams could do well at any level.